Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the jaw-dropping world of rare U.S. coins. And trust me, this one is not just pocket change. The top 6 Kennedy half-dollar has been called a life-changing fortune in disguise, with stories of it being worth millions of dollars. Imagine a simple coin turning you into a millionaire overnight. Stay tuned, because what looks like an ordinary piece of metal might just be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Let's get started. First up into the world of coin collecting is filled with mystery, fortune, and unbelievable discoveries. And today's spotlight falls on a coin that has been called nothing short of legendary, the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar. This coin, often described as a bicentennial rarity, is not just a piece of American history, but a symbol of unimaginable wealth that could literally change your life overnight. Imagine holding a simple half-dollar in your hand, only to realize it might be worth millions of dollars, enough to make you a billionaire instantly. That is the magic and mystery surrounding this coin. At first glance, the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar may look like any other coin minted in the era. It carries the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse, a design that has been cherished by Americans since its first appearance in 1964. On the reverse, the bold American eagle spreads its wings, a striking reminder of liberty, strength, and pride. But what sets certain examples of this coin apart is not merely its design. It is the story of rarity, demand, and staggering value hidden beneath its surface. Collectors around the globe whisper about this coin like it's a treasure map leading to instant riches. Why? Because rare variations and near-perfect mint-condition specimens of the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar have soared to unimaginable heights in the collector's market. There are stories of pristine, untouched examples fetching millions of dollars at private auctions, with wealthy collectors willing to pay any price to secure a piece of history. For them, it's not just a coin. It's a ticket to immortality in the numismatic world. Destin, what makes this coin so desirable? Part of the allure lies in its rarity. While millions of Kennedy half-dollars were minted, finding a flawless, high-grade 1973 D with exceptional detail and no signs of wear is like stumbling upon buried treasure. Add in unique die varieties, errors, and potential experimental strikes, and you suddenly have a coin that transforms from pocket change into a millionaire's dream. These rare anomalies are what spark bidding wars, driving values into the stratosphere. But the excitement doesn't stop with rarity. The coin also holds historical weight that resonates deeply with collectors. President Kennedy's image immortalized on the half-dollar was itself a tribute to a beloved leader whose tragic assassination left a nation in mourning. Owning a Kennedy half-dollar is like holding a piece of American memory in your palm, and when that piece is tied to extreme rarity and astronomical value, it becomes more than history, it becomes destiny. The market for rare coins has always been unpredictable, but one thing remains constant. Demand for Kennedy half-dollars continues to skyrocket. Wealthy collectors and investors from every corner of the world are constantly hunting for the most pristine examples, and they are willing to pay jaw-dropping sums. In today's market, the whispers and reports suggest that certain specimens of the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar can reach into the millions, making it one of the most expensive coins ever talked about in modern numismatics. Just imagine this. You dig through an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, or even a box of inherited coins, and there it is, the shining 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar. What most people would overlook as spare change could suddenly turn into a life-changing discovery. This is why collectors constantly urge everyone to check their coins carefully. Fortune often hides in plain sight, and sometimes all it takes is a single coin to turn ordinary into extraordinary. It's not just the wealthy elite who benefit from this fascination. Everyday people, lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare coins, have stories that read like modern fairy tales, finding unimaginable wealth in the most unexpected places. The Kennedy half-dollar proves that fortune does not discriminate. So, if you're sitting on a pile of old coins, don't spend them, don't trade them, and certainly don't overlook them. Hidden among them could be the key to unimaginable wealth. The 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a coin. It's a golden opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime chance to uncover fortune where you least expect it. Stick around, because in today's video we'll uncover the full story behind this legendary piece of numismatic treasure, and who knows, you just might be holding a millionaire's ticket in your hand right now. Next up when it comes to American coinage, few coins have captured the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters quite like the Kennedy half-dollar. Among these, the 1989 Liberty Kennedy half-dollar has gained a reputation for being one of the most valuable and expensive coins in the world of numismatics. This isn't just any piece of metal. It's a symbol of history, wealth, and fortune that could change your life overnight. Imagine finding a coin in your collection, old piggy bank, or family drawer, only to discover it's worth millions of dollars in today's market. That's the kind of unimaginable wealth we're talking about. Frito. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, but over the decades, certain years and mint marks have become incredibly rare and highly sought after. The 1989 edition, often associated with collectors' stories of fortune, has been described as a coin that can make you a millionaire instantly. What makes it so intriguing is not just its face value of 50 cents, but the incredible market demand and rarity that pushes its price into the stratosphere. Many people don't realize that coins like these aren't just currency. They're pieces of American history that collectors and investors are willing to pay a fortune to own. The 1989 Kennedy half-dollar has been linked to tales of rare minting errors, pristine conditions, and limited surviving specimens that drive its desirability. For those lucky enough to stumble upon one, it's more than just finding loose change. It's like holding a golden ticket to financial freedom. Think about it for a moment. What if one coin you've overlooked for years in your collection could be the very key to unimaginable wealth? That's the kind of story that has drawn thousands of people into coin collecting. The thrill of the hunt, the possibility of overnight riches, and the historical significance of the Kennedy half-dollar make it one of the most captivating coins in American history. The coin market is booming with collectors worldwide who crave rare and valuable pieces, and the Kennedy half-dollar has always been on their radar. But the 1989 edition, in particular, stands out as a legend. Its rarity and high-grade conditions makes it a treasure few ever get the chance to see. When these coins appear at auctions, the bidding wars are fierce, often skyrocketing to values that sound almost unbelievable. We're not just talking hundreds or thousands. We're talking millions of dollars. Stories of people finding these rare coins in their change, in old boxes, or hidden collections continue to fuel the fascination. It's no wonder that collectors urge people to check every coin they come across. That little silver-colored half-dollar could be more valuable than a bar of gold. And while most half-dollars are common and worth face value, the rare ones, like the 1989 Liberty Kennedy half-dollar, are true treasures. The design itself adds to the allure. Featuring the iconic portrait of President Kennedy on the obverse and the striking heraldic eagle on the reverse, this coin symbolizes American pride, legacy, and power. Combine that timeless design with rarity, and you have a recipe for one of the most desirable coins in the entire numismatic world. Alec, what's even more fascinating is that people often overlook coins like these, thinking they're ordinary pocket change. But those who know the truth understand that one lucky discovery could lead to life-changing wealth. That's why coin collectors always say, never underestimate the value of what's in your hands. A coin like the 1989 Kennedy half-dollar isn't just metal. It's a story, a legacy, and in many cases, a fortune. As auctions and private sales have shown, demand for rare Kennedy half-dollars continues to climb. Wealthy collectors, investors, and institutions are willing to pay astronomical. So, if you're sitting at home wondering whether those old coins lying in your drawer are worth anything, this is your wake-up call. Take a moment to check your collection, search your piggy banks, and look carefully at every Kennedy half-dollar you come across. Because one coin, the right coin, could turn you into a millionaire overnight. The 1989 Liberty Kennedy half-dollar is not just money. It's a dream, a symbol of fortune, and perhaps your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Stick around, because this world of rare coins might just change your future forever. Get ready, because today we're uncovering the secret behind one of the most valuable and expensive coins in United States history, the 1989 Liberty Kennedy half-dollar. This isn't just a 50-cent piece. It's a rare treasure that collectors believe could be worth millions of dollars in today's market, powerful enough to change your fortune overnight. So before you spend that old coin lying in your drawer or piggy bank, stick around, because you might just be holding a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Next up in the world of coin collecting has always carried an air of mystery, excitement, and unimaginable fortune, but few coins capture attention quite like the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar. This piece of American history is more than just a coin. It's a potential golden ticket, a hidden treasure that could transform an ordinary day into a life-changing discovery. Collectors around the globe have spent years searching for rare variations of this coin, and some versions are said to be worth millions of dollars, making it one of the most talked-about pieces in numismatic circles. When the Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, it was designed to honor the memory of President John F. Kennedy following his assassination. By 1974, the coin had already become a household name, a symbol of both American history and cultural pride. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. While millions of Kennedy half-dollars were produced for circulation, only a tiny fraction of them hold extraordinary value today. It's this rare factor, the hidden gems among the ordinary, that transforms a coin worth 50 cents into one that could make you a millionaire overnight. Collectors and investors alike are always chasing what we call error coins, or rare mint variations, and the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is no exception. Imagine stumbling across a coin that looks just like the ones you've seen thousands of times, but with a small minting mistake or a special variation that only experts can spot. That slight difference can skyrocket its value into the stratosphere, fetching jaw-dropping sums at auctions. These are the coins that keep treasure hunters, collectors, and everyday people checking their pockets and piggy banks. What makes this even more thrilling is the fact that these rare half-dollars often turn up in the most unexpected places. Someone cleaning out a drawer, counting old change in a jar, or sifting through inherited coin collections could unknowingly be sitting on a fortune. Stories of ordinary people finding rare Kennedy half-dollars worth tens of thousands, or even millions, have fueled the fascination and hype around these coins. Just think about it. The wealth you dream about might already be sitting in your hands without you realizing it. Now, let's talk about the numbers that grab everyone's attention, the value. Some rare 1974 Kennedy half-dollar varieties, depending on condition, mint mark, and rarity, can fetch astronomical prices. While regular circulation coins are worth face value, rare versions in pristine condition or with unique errors can sell for hundreds of thousands at auction. And in certain cases, collectors claim values soaring into the millions. The demand is intense, because once these rare coins are discovered, they become the crown jewel of any collection, sparking bidding wars among wealthy investors. But why are people willing to pay such mind-blowing amounts for a coin that originally cost only 50 cents? The answer lies in rarity, history, and desirability. Coins are not just metal, they are tangible pieces of history, and when they carry a story as powerful as the Kennedy half-dollar, they become priceless in the eyes of collectors. Add to that the scarcity of certain error coins, and you have the perfect recipe for a coin that transcends its face value and becomes a treasure of unimaginable wealth. The magic of coin collecting is that it's not just about experts or wealthy investors. Anyone, yes, even you, could own one of these rare and valuable coins. Every Kennedy half-dollar tells a story, and hidden among the countless ordinary ones are a select few that could change your life forever. All it takes is curiosity, patience, and the willingness to take a closer look at the coins you might have overlooked for years. Think about this. While most people see coins as spare change to be spent quickly, collectors see potential. That jar of coins sitting untouched in your kitchen, or the old piggy bank you forgot about, could be holding a small piece of history with a big payday attached. And the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is one of those coins that constantly reminds us of the extraordinary hiding in plain sight. As thrilling as this is, it's important to remember that not all coins from 1974 are valuable. But that's what makes the hunt so exciting, the idea that one simple discovery can set you. So, if you've ever wondered what makes certain coins so valuable, or dreamed of stumbling across unimaginable wealth, now's the time to start searching. Check your pockets, your old collections, even the coins hiding in dusty corners. Because who knows? The 1974 Kennedy half dollar in your possession might not just be a piece of history. It could be your ticket to unbelievable fortune. Stick around, because in this video we're diving deep into the world of numismatics, uncovering the secrets, the stories, and the staggering values behind one of America's most iconic and potentially life-changing coins. Next up the Kennedy half dollar has always been a coin of fascination, but when we talk about the 1972 Kennedy half dollar, things get a lot more exciting. At first glance, it may look like just another coin resting in your change jar or tucked away in an old piggy bank. But what if I told you that this very coin could be hiding a fortune worth millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. This small piece of metal has the power to transform an ordinary person into a billionaire overnight. That's the magic of rare coins, and the 1972 Kennedy half dollar stands as one of the most intriguing pieces of American history. Now, you may wonder, what makes this coin so special? The truth is, not all 1972 Kennedy half dollars are valuable, but certain rare varieties and minting errors have skyrocketed their worth into unimaginable territory. Some versions have misprints, unusual mint marks, or unique compositions that make them one-in-a-million treasures. To collectors, these differences aren't flaws. They are golden tickets, and those lucky enough to possess them are sitting on unimaginable wealth. This coin isn't just about its face value of 50 cents. Instead, it's about the story it tells and the rarity it carries. Remember, coins are more than just currency. They are pieces of history, and when a particular coin is tied to a moment in America's journey, its value can soar beyond belief. The Kennedy half dollar, first struck in 1964, was made to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. That legacy alone makes it one of the most cherished coins in U.S. history. Combine that legacy with rarity, and you have a recipe for sky-high value. But why the 1972 version? This year is legendary among collectors because of certain minting issues and rare varieties that slipped through the cracks of U.S. mint production. Imagine owning a coin that was supposed to look one way but came out completely unique. That uniqueness is what collectors crave, and it's exactly what drives prices into the millions. For those lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare 1972 coins, life can change in an instant. Coin. Picture this. You're sifting through an old drawer, cleaning out your attic, or opening a box of childhood treasures. Suddenly, you spot a Kennedy half dollar. To most people, it's just a coin. But to you, it could be the key to a fortune beyond your wildest dreams. That's the thrill of coin collecting. Every piece of change holds the possibility of being worth not just hundreds or thousands, but millions of dollars. Collectors around the world are constantly hunting for these elusive coins, and auction houses have seen bids climb to unimaginable heights when one of these treasures appears. What makes it even more fascinating is the idea that ordinary people, like you, could unknowingly have one of these coins just sitting around, waiting to be discovered. It's like a hidden lottery ticket disguised as a piece of pocket change. The demand for the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is not slowing down. In fact, as time passes, coins like these only grow in value. Rarity plus history equals a combination that collectors can't resist. And when demand outstrips supply, prices soar. That's why if you happen to find one of these coins, you're not just holding a piece of American history. You're holding a piece of financial destiny. It's almost unbelievable to think about how much wealth could be tied up in a single coin. We often overlook the change in our wallets or jars, but stories like these prove that treasure is often hidden in plain sight. The Kennedy half dollar has become more than just money. It's become a symbol of hope, history, and unimaginable wealth. And the 1972 version, with its rare variations, is at the top of that mountain. So, the next time you come across a Kennedy half dollar, don't ignore it. Take a closer look, check the mint mark, and study its details. Because that ordinary-looking coin could be worth a staggering amount. Imagine holding something so powerful, so valuable, that it changes your life forever. That's the reality for those who uncover these rare coins. In today's world, where fortunes can be made and lost overnight, the idea that a small piece of metal could make you a millionaire, or even a billionaire, is nothing short of astonishing. The 1972 Kennedy half dollar is more than just a collectible. It's a life-changing discovery waiting to happen. And who knows? The next great, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar, isn't just spare change. It could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. This rare bison AG. The 1972 Kennedy half dollar is one of the most valuable and rare coins in U.S. history, with certain editions worth millions of dollars today. What looks like an ordinary half dollar could actually be a life-changing treasure hiding in your pocket, piggy bank, or old coin collection. So check